Alright, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to Engineering Major, Philosophy Minor. Of course, EMPM is the channel where you can get a working aerospace engineer's opinions on topics pertaining to engineering, philosophy, politics, and various other social issues. As you can see behind me right here, I am at Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon is a very magnificent geological formation in the American Southwest. And in celebration of the fact that I am hanging out at one of the greatest wonders of the United States of America, I would like to make a little patriotic video about why I am voting for President Donald Trump in 2020. Alright guys, so the order of these reasons is going to go basically in order of increasing importance to me. So basically we're going to start with what is important to me, but perhaps not as high up on the list. That'll be number 5, and then we'll work our way back to number 1. So reason number 1 that I support President Trump is actually that I happen to agree with almost all of his policy positions. Let's go ahead and start with maintaining and keeping a strong military, going into being very pro-Constitution, pro-First Amendment, pro-Second Amendment. I really appreciate the fact that President Trump is willing to hold our allies accountable for the promises that they make to us and for their commitments to the United States. Of course, I am also an extremely big fan of limited government, low taxes, things like that. Alright guys, so walking up the list, so number 4 reason why I support and am voting for President Trump is that he desires to run the government from a business-minded, entrepreneurial point of view. Now what that means is cutting down regulation, making it easier for business to operate, and also trying to make the government improve its own efficiencies and cut out its own dead weight. As you know, over the past many years, the government has become extremely bloated with a lot of departments and processes and personnel that probably aren't necessary. And so I really appreciate the fact that President Trump is going to try and make our tax dollars work harder and basically trim out some of the fat from the government. Alright guys, and the number 3 thing that I appreciate about Donald Trump is that he has an extremely high turnover rate in his administration. Now, a lot of people might think that this is a bad thing, but this kind of ties in with the fact that he runs his administration from a business-minded, entrepreneurial point of view. Basically, what that means is that if you are not on board with the vision, or you're not willing to make some sacrifices for the vision, then you gotta go. This might sound like an issue and make for a lot of inconsistencies, but what it actually means is that he's willing to get the best people that he possibly can on his team. And I appreciate that coming from an engineering point of view where you always want to have the best people for the job on your team. So the lighting is kind of going away, so that kind of is a bummer, but coming into number 2 as to why I support Donald Trump for president 2020. And that is that he loves America. And of course, being at one of America's greatest geological formations in Arizona, I love America too. It's become incredibly unfashionable as of late to say that you like America, but I truly believe that America is the greatest country in the world. It's what offers me the ability to be the engineer that I am, do the job that I do, and of course visit the places that I can visit completely free, talk about the things I want to talk about, etc., etc. And so that is reason number 2. Donald Trump loves America, and if you love America too, I think you better vote for him. Here we are arriving at the number 1 reason and the most important reason to me why I am voting for Donald Trump in 2020, and that is because he is unapologetically masculine and he embodies a lot of positive aspects in masculinity. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. His tweets are a lot of times just absolutely unnecessary, but also sometimes pretty funny. But the things that I'm talking about that are positive that he does is he does not apologize to the mob. He's not afraid to say what he wants to say. He's not afraid to have a controversial opinion or a difficult opinion to reason through, and he governs in a very conservative and masculine way. And I myself have spent a lot of time thinking about what it means to be a man, what it means to take on a lot of responsibility, what it means to believe the things that I say, and take action to live in accordance with the things that I believe. And I truly think that President Trump does that, even though his Twitter account may be the possibly worst example of him living up to that. But when we talk about, again, reason number 5, all of his policies basically are in line with what I think are good core masculine values. And that doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad to have femininity or anything like that. But to me, I think that Trump, I have been able to identify a lot of things in him that make him a great male role model. And that is why I'm going to be voting for him in 2020. All right, guys. So stay loving America. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hate on me in the comments below. Whatever you might say, I'm voting Trump 2020. So this is Engineers for Trump. All right, thanks.